Sthitini kuda you need to make sure that they're properly adhered to. Especially now that the schools have also started opening up. The SOPs issued by Education Department should be followed very scrupulously. So our SOPs annadi edaithe unnayo, please make sure that they are properly followed. Most importantly, testing randomly anedi is not the solution. Testing in a focused manner is the solution. These house-to-house surveys that you're conducting, that should continue. And anybody who is symptomatic should be tested. Similarly, in schools also, if a teacher reports to you on a particular symptomatic case, then there should be a proper protocol in place as to how to deal with that symptomatic case. Immediately the testing should be arranged with a proper SOP in place. Then not only the kid, not only the child, but if he is tested positive, then you should go all the way to the parents so that they are also tested. So this kind of focused testing approach anedi is a must. Third wave vastundo ledo teliyadu gaani, but either which way we would have to be prepared for it anedi aithe it's a must. Be it your action plan regarding third wave, preparedness of the hospitals, preparedness of the nurses kuda iche training దగ్గర నుంచి, preparedness of doctors కాడ నుంచి, availability of doctors ను రెడీగా పెట్టుకోవడం దగ్గర నుంచి, especially child care అంటున్నారు కాబట్టి, and setting up of these PSA plans what are coming up in every hospital of government. Every government hospital of PSA plans are coming up. But you also need to monitor the progress of PSA plans coming up in the private sector also. Especially 100 beds and above. Akkada kachithanga PSA plant undadamu, D-type cylinders undadamu, oxygen cylinders availability lo undadamu, oxygen concentrators available ga undadamu. Especially these private hospitals లో వాటి మానిటరింగ్ కూడా జాగ్రత్తగా కూడా చూసుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం కూడా ఉంది, because they will also play a very important role in the days to come if at all the numbers were to increase. So please don't ignore that aspect. But by and large, just a few details ఖచ్చితంగా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాల్సిన అంశాలు ఏంటంటే, వాటర్ క్వాలిటీ అనేది ఖచ్చితంగా జాగ్రత్తగా మానిటర్ చేయండి. Quality of water is very, very important. Please make sure that quality of drinking water బాగుండేట్టుగా చూసుకోండి. ప్రాపర్ శానిటేషన్ అన్నది ఖచ్చితంగా బాగా ఎన్ఫోర్స్ అయ్యేట్టుగా కూడా చూసుకునే కార్యక్రమం చేయండి. Now that we are also launching CLAP in the next month, so sanitation మీద ఎక్కువ ఫోకస్ కన్నా పెట్టగలిగితే lot of these things కు పరిష్కారం దొరుకుతుంది. So please make sure that sanitation and quality of water are properly taken care of. Because our inspections and our tours to Grama secretariats and the ward secretariats should change the system, should bring about that efficiency what is lacking. Better, more efficient and more useful to the people. So the changes that I asked the Gram Sachivalayam and Ward Sachivalayam Secretariat also to incorporate in your inspection list. Ivi kaka, not only these things, but you should also incorporate in your inspection the performance of duties by both secretariat staff and volunteer staff. How are they performing? You should also incorporate an SOP to gauge their performance of duties so that you can counsel them when you go there that this is the shortage, this can be improvised further. Aspects may the kuda collectors and joint collectors and municipal commissioners and POIT DAs and sub-collectors can also counsel them. Then also when you go there for inspection, please make sure that the grievance number is properly displayed or not. Grievance number display అనేది one aspect అయితే, the other thing is rejection list and the reasons. That is also a very important aspect. On what grounds has the applicant been rejected? You also need to see that. And when you have rejected, and then once again that application comes back for redressal second time, then it should go to another level, beyond Sachivalayam to probably Joint Collector directly. And then how do you redress that? So that is also an important SOP. That is very important for the satisfaction of the people there. So that also needs to be incorporated. Schemes ku sambandhinchi, regular activities ku sambandhinchi, two different divisions. For instance, these regular activities that what are very important to us as priority, the pension cards, the rice cards, and the Arogyasri cards. In three categories, there is an SLA in place. Within a stipulated 21-day period, the eligibility should be finalized. Be it the pension, be it rice cards, be it Arogyasri cards. Now what is important is conversion of this eligibility list to sanction. So that should also be inspected by you, and there should be a timeline fixed that within 3 months, within 90 days, please make sure that this eligible list, what you have found eligible for these three categories, pension card, rice card, and Arogyasri cards, the list that you have verified and found eligible, within 21 days, that eligibility list that has come out should translate to sanction, and that should be done within 3 months. So that at least samacharamlo 4 sarlu, every quarter, you actually address those issues into reality. The eligibility list is converted into sanctions. So that should also be supervised, and that should also be monitored. ఇవి జరిగినప్పుడే పీపుల్కు మనం ఒక కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ ఇస్తాం, మనం ఒక ఫేత్ ఇస్తాం. గవర్నెన్స్ మీద పీపుల్కు we give them confidence and faith that, you know, this government is wanting to help me, and they're doing things in a professional way, they're doing things in a systematic way. Because, you know, our desire is to make sure that every eligible person gets it. And our desire is also to make sure that every ineligible person is removed. It's a process. Every eligible person should get it, every ineligible person should be removed. This is how the system should run. So, ఇటువంటి schemes కి సంబంధించి ఈ చేయూత కానీ, I mean, whatever, నేతన్న నేస్తం కానీ, మత్స్యకార భరోసా కానీ, all these periodical repeated schemes that we come through, that we repeatedly see, which are coming every month, let's have a window of 6 months. 3 months local eligibility should be finalized. Another 3 months, they should be translated into sanction. So, ఈ regular schemes కు సంవత్సరానికి 4 సార్లు, once in a quarter, వాటికి house sites and these schemes కి సంబంధించి సంవత్సరానికి twice. So that there is a system in place, there is a proper monitoring in place, and only when you monitor these things, then only people will be happy. Similarly, collectors also would have to take control over a few other aspects in the districts, because of this huge activity of housing that is going up. It should not give the leeway for people to jack up prices. For instance, the metal prices in quite a few districts are being increased to exploit the situation. Collectors would have to call for a meeting, would have to fix the prices of metal, the 20 mm metal, the 40 mm metal, whatever is required. Collectors would have to fix the prices so that there is nobody that can exploit the situation. Please make sure that you call for a meeting, give a very stern warning to anybody and everybody whomsoever tries to exploit the situation. So please make sure that the collectors are proactive in dealing with this. Registration of farmers under e-crop application for all agricultural crops should be an activity which is continuously carried out as long as the crop is grown in that village, irrespective of the season. It should be a continuous activity. The field functionaries shall not insist for any documentation, especially connected to the land titles. It is not a material of concern. Our material of concern is, in that extent of land, has there been any crop which is sowed or not? So please do not insist. Please ensure that e-cropping is done. As you are aware that I need not explain to you in detail as to why this e-cropping is a must. Because for anything, be it insurance, be it input subsidy, be it for even procurement of crop post-harvest, if the crop is in distress, be it distribution of seed, everything is connected to e-cropping. And please ensure that these meetings, Agricultural Advisory Committee meetings, are held regularly at the RBK level on the first Friday of every month, and on the second Friday of every month at mandal level, and third Friday of every month at the district level by the collectors. Mandatory and must. Similarly, seeds, fertilizers and pesticides, the distribution of these at the RBK level is very important. Somebody goes to a kiosk, presses for the requirement, and within a stipulated period, 24 hours or 48 hours, they need to be supplied. The collectors would have to take control over the situation, not only in delivery, but also of the quality that is going to be distributed through these RBKs. The collectors would be questioned on this. If at all a particular RBK does not supply quality material, because government of Andhra Pradesh is standing guarantee for the quality there. So it's very important that there is a proper protocol in place, proper SOP in place, proper monitoring in place, and we stand guarantee. The government stands guarantee. The collectors stand guarantee. Together we stand guarantee so that no spurious seed or no spurious pesticide or no spurious fertilizer is applied there through the RBKs. And in fact, the spurious element should be removed from the system, which also requires that all the private shops, raids are conducted systematically making sure that the collectors and the SPs sit down together every week. Make sure you discuss the progress of these raids and make sure that these raids are conducted. Jagananna Shashwata Bhuhakku and Bhuraksha. So this is one particular aspect, a survey which is being conducted after 100 years of the previous survey being conducted. Now, This is one activity which will transform the state, put the state altogether onto a different bracket. Every collector, this is an experience. This is once in a lifetime experience, and you are a part of it. This will totally ensure that, every record is properly vetted, the dimensions clearly marked, so much so that by the completion of this, you would have a sub-register office in that Grama Sachivalayam itself to conclude the exercise. So this is something where you actually, as collectors, write your name in the history books. That while I was the collector, we did this. This is one experience where it hardly, where it's very difficult for any collector to obtain. And this is what's happening now in our regime. So please make sure that this activity is taken very, very seriously. At your level, it is very important that you cater one day for MSMEs in a month and one day for other industries other than MSMEs separately in a month. So 2 days in a month for industries, 1 day for MSMEs and 1 day for other industries other than MSMEs in a month. This is mandatory, this is a must. Only when you dedicate 1 day of your time in a month, you will interact with them, you will understand what kind of problems they have, and you will be in a better position to address those issues. It is very important that you at your level give that kind of confidence to the industry. Only then we will have growth in industrial sector taking place. Moreover, these district industrial and export promotion committee meetings, these meetings where district collector is the chairman, these meetings with members from various departments, including banks, these are supposed to be taking place regularly once in a month. But these meetings are not taking place regularly. Unfortunately, the system lost track. Since 2014, the system lost track. The reason why I emphasize that these meetings also take place is because when we do not conduct these district industrial and export promotion committee meetings, wherein the collector himself chairs the meeting and wherein the bankers and various members of various departments also participate, until unless you conduct these meetings every day, you will not be in a position to give them industrial clearances. You will not be in a position to give them sanction for various incentives, industrial incentives. You will not be in a position to monitor pollution levels. You will not be in a position to guide them on the pollution issues. You will not even be aware of what kind of pollution monitoring is happening. Allotment of lands, all these issues will fall in place. So spare 3 days. 1 day for MSMEs to understand their grievances, to address those grievances. 1 day for other industries to understand their grievances and to address those grievances. And 1 day, third day, 1 day for this conduct of this district industrial and export promotion committee meetings. Now we've come up with a 75% local reservation act. Who's going to implement this? This act is very much linked to industrial incentives also. If somebody does not adhere to this 75% local reservation, he will not be eligible for industrial incentives as well. And it is a must that you actually enforce this 75% local reservation. This is the only area that you can address to meet the aspirations of the localites. So it's very important that all these acts that we have passed, they become reality. The skill development centers that for every parliament you're actually constructing. I think the activity will start on Vijayadashmi, where all the 25 locations you actually will have skill development colleges coming up, which are intended to actually give the finishing touches, the polishing touches for those people who have done their polytechnic, who have done their engineering, who have done their ITIs, who have done these courses, but yet require a little bit of those polishing skills to actually help them get a job. So that college, that skill development colleges, the construction of that, those will be started on Vijayadashmi Day. So all these things, what we are intending to do for jobs, to meet the aspirations of youngsters, to do something good for industry, to actually help the industry. That ఇటీవల రాష్ట్రంలో కొన్ని దురదృష్టకరమైన ఘటనలు జరుగుతూ ఉన్నాయి. ప్రభుత్వంలో పోలీసులు కానీ, కలెక్టర్లు కానీ, గవర్నమెంట్ కానీ ఎంత బాగా స్పందించినా కూడా there is always a negative campaign with vested interests. బురద జల్లాలి అని ఆరాటపడతా ఉన్న వ్యవస్థను కూడా మనం చూస్తూ ఉన్నాం. అటువంటి దారుణమైన పరిస్థితిలో ఇన్ఫ్యాక్ట్ ఒక్కొక్కసారి బాధ అనిపిస్తుంది. దట్ ఇన్ఫ్యాక్ట్ దే నాట్ ఈవెన్ బాదర్డ్ దట్ కొంతమంది ఆడపిల్లలు, చిన్నపిల్లలు, ఆడపిల్లలు వాళ్ళ కుటుంబాల గౌరవాలను కూడా నష్టం జరుగుతుందని తెలిసినా కూడా దే వాంట్ పొలిటిసైజ్ ఇట్. Like so much so that one particular case where nothing happened there, but on eve teasing, it was more like eve teasing, that the constable was also suspended, and so much so happened on that particular issue that even they tainted that girl and that family as though వాళ్ళ ఆత్మాభిమానము కూడా పాపం వాళ్ళకి ఆ విషయాలన్నీ చూస్తే ఆ సోషల్ మీడియాలోను వాళ్ళు ప్రచారం చేసిన తీరును, వాళ్ళ ప్రెస్కి అడ్రస్ చేసిన పరిస్థితులను చూస్తే దట్ లిటిల్ బిట్ ఆఫ్ ద డిగ్నిటీ వాట్ ఎవర్ దే హ్యాడ్ యాజ్ ఎ ఫ్యామిలీ, పాపం అది కూడా బజారును పెడతా ఉన్నారు. సో మచ్ సో ఇస్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ పొలిటికలీ. సో ప్లీజ్ మేక్ షూర్ దట్ we are more cautious, we are more sensitive to whatever is happening in the districts, especially the SPs and especially the collectors. You need to be more cautious, you need to be more sensitive. Be prepared in the angle that you are fighting somebody who you are actually fighting not with a politician, not with a political party, but with a section of media who's got vested interests. You're fighting with Enadu, you're fighting with Andhra Jyoti, you're fighting with TV5. These people do not care for anything other than the aspect that they want their person to be the chief minister of the state. And to achieve that, they do not mind throwing mud on anybody. Least of all, my collectors, my SPs. So be mindful of this aspect. Be extra sensitive to what is happening around. Be extra cautious to what is happening around. And be hypersensitive. Even if the situation is small, immediately attend to it. Don't leave any scope for anybody to even twist it. This is my advice to you. Because of what is happening around, at times it quite bothers. Knowing the fact that no matter what you do, no matter how good you do, no matter how concerned you are, yet there is no appreciation. when it comes to vested interests. So please be mindful of this and be extra cautious on this aspect.